Good morning, Bitcoiner. Good morning. It is a beautiful morning outside. It's raining a little bit, but still beautiful weather. Great time to go for a walk, but I'm not walking today because I don't want to get wet. Last night, Bitcoin absolutely smashed through 100K. I was so excited. I was making a video about smashing through 100K, but within 10 minutes, it went straight up to 103K. It is amazing. As soon as it smashed through 100K, it just go all the way up to 103 within, 10-15 minutes? Oh, there's two different directions from now. Now it can go all the way up to 110K, which is the next Fibonacci resistance, or it can go back down to 97. So when it break 100K, a lot of people will get notification on their phone, and they will go in and lock in that gain, and a lot of people will sell, and that will probably push the price down a little bit or keep the price down for a little while. Or the other scenario is that it's gonna go all over the news that Bitcoin break 100K, and then people FOMO in and the price got pushed higher. So there's two different scenarios. One is up, one is down. Nobody know the future, but I'm gonna lean more toward the 110K part. Talking about Donald Trump, this morning, he did send his congrats to all the Bitcoin holder on X, or formerly known as Twitter. He said, "Congrats to all the Bitcoiner and make America great again." Now, we are entering a phase where a lot of people will call us lucky, right? And they didn't know about the last 3-year bear cycle with the FTX collapse, where the Bitcoin price crashed like 80%, the pandemic collapsed, the Ukraine war, the hiking of interest rate, making Bitcoin price collapse. So over the last 3 years, Bitcoin have an 80% drawdown, and Bitcoiner persisted and keep on buying and dollar cost average. But nobody see that. Nobody see that stuff. All they see is now is above 100,000, is on the way to 1 million, and your family member, everyone will call you lucky. You know what? That's okay. No need to argue. Bitcoiner don't need to explain or argue. They say, yeah, I'm very lucky. And your entire life will keep on being lucky. I remember back when Bitcoin starting to collapse down from like 45 to 25,000, I was using the rest of my money to try to buy one whole coin at that time, like at the 25,000 range. And my wife spent like 30K buying gold. I didn't argue with her. I let her buy gold, and I buy my Bitcoin. And when it crashed down to like 16,000, I actually didn't have any money to buy more, otherwise I would. But I dollar cost average everything that I have at that time in there. And now my Bitcoin is worth way more than gold. Like just one Bitcoin alone can buy like a kilogram of gold. I mean, a little bit more than that even. So nobody buy Bitcoin when it was like, 16K, 20K. Nobody buy Bitcoin when it was 60K. But people are going to start buying Bitcoin when it go over 100,000. That's for sure. When the price action is a lot higher, it will grab people's attention. That's when people will start buying Bitcoin. Let's talk a little bit about the DCA account that I have. My wife didn't believe in investing until like now, until my account like quadruple, and then she started wanting to invest. But before that, she didn't want to do any of that. So I started this plan that every week we put in $200 into our joint account, and we dollar cost average. Last week, the $200 turned into $208. This week, we just put in $200 yesterday. I think I bought Bitcoin as 101K with $60. There's still 140 left. The 140, I'm gonna split $20 each into each of the Magnificent Seven. And I'm going to prove to you dollar cost average is going to be going to generate generational wealth with Bitcoin if you dollar cost average into the right asset. Now, don't dollar cost average into shitcoin, because next cycle they're going to be complete new shitcoin. Those old shitcoin are going to be around anymore, and you're going to regret it. So only dollar cost average into the king of all coin, Bitcoin, and dollar cost average into the Magnificent Seven, the biggest company of the United States. You don't want a dollar cost average into small cap, because then you will regret it, because those companies might not last, might not stay around, and then they might just go bankrupt. The And I used to say this, the fastest way to buy a house in the United States is to stack SAT. It's to stack Bitcoin. It's to stack Satoshi. The fastest way to buy a house is not to vote for Kamala and wait for her to print 25,000 to give everyone for free. No. If she print 25,000 give out to everyone for free, the house price is going to go up by 25,000. The law of supply and demand. House just going to get more expensive. If you print money and give it to everybody, the fastest way to buy a house in the United States, the absolute fastest way is to stack Satoshi. Houses priced in terms of Bitcoin have been going lower and lower and lower and lower. That's the only way. But hey, congratulations to those that hold dollars. Now it's worth less and less and less every single day. So if you didn't start, it's not too late. It's not too late to buy Bitcoin. It's not too late to start a family. It's not too late to buy a car. It's not too late. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean you don't do it. And in fact, we are actually early in Bitcoin. Most people that you speak to don't know what Bitcoin is. Sure, they heard of it, don't know what the heck it is, never did their research on it. So you are in fact very early. I believe in 2025, with this cycle with Trump in office, we're gonna get to somewhere between 700 to 1 million. I strongly believe we're gonna get there. Before Trump is elected, I think we're not gonna get into 1 million until, I don't think we're gonna get to 1 million until 2028 or 2032. But with Trump in office, that distance is significantly shorter.